Nice and responsive. Boom. Oh, almost got the gobble hole. Wait. I'm going to have to figure out what the heck just happened there, but slingshots work. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, I might as well start this episode here in my garage at a rental property here. Lots of extra storage, which is nice. So, I've got some parts Playfields, and let's zoom out here. I've got a Meteor somewhere in here. Is this it? I wish I was recording back in the day when I picked up this Meteor Playfield, because it was basically in this hoarder environment. So this guy had, it's hard to even describe. His backyard was like building upon building upon building upon building, and then there was like paths and trails and trenches and tunnels, and everything was kind of, it was just hoard to the max. There was stuff everywhere. I see Stern coils. That must be it. And it was like, it's like you know, kind of a giant adult style fort in the backyard. And you had to like walk very treacherously through everything. It was very dangerous. And I believe this Meteor Playfield came from there because it was outside. Yeah, you can see just how crusty everything is. And I need Slingshot parts. And you know what? These actually don't look too bad. I think I can clean them up. And we got the proper plungers. So what do I need? I need a screwdriver and some side cutters. And I should be able to remove both these guys and bring them home with me for magic. But yeah, the underside is pretty nasty. And I did pull out some other stuff out of that lot too. I can't remember what exactly. But the thing is this Playfield itself, if I recall, is in pretty darn good shape. But as you can see, it's a little muddy. A lot muddy. And already my buddy Mitch Ayers has benefited from this machine, because he needed a set of Slingshot plastics, and he got those. And the rest of the plastics are pretty good too. But yeah, see what I mean? The Playfield is in pretty darn good shape. But yeah, is that the original? Yeah, it is too. There's a lot of really good parts on this, so I'm gonna use this wherever needed. But all these original drop targets are good to have too, because the reproductions are just not the same. They don't drop as well. So gotta remember, I've got all these drop targets too, if I ever need drop target solenoids. There's some really good stuff on this Playfield. I don't remember how much I paid for everything, but probably couldn't have been too much. Anyway, I'm gonna remove these Slingshot parts and bring them home with me. Okay, I have what I need. I don't need these whole brackets. I don't need the solenoids, so I didn't need to cut the wires. All I needed was the Slingshot arms. Because on Magic at home, one of these plungers is incorrect, and one of these things is broken off. So, I've got original parts that are in good shape. I'll just clean up the rust a little bit, and boom, good to go. Alright, the parts have been returned home safely. to clean these bad boys up. And I think I'm going to install them tonight, because why wouldn't I? I do want to mess around with soundboards, though. And what I mentioned in the last video is that it could be something as simple as a dip switch. So I'm going to test that theory, and that would be pretty friggin' sweet if that is all it is. So we'll check out the manual and see if this is set to chime audio instead of electronic sound audio. And if so, then it might be just a flick of a switch and we're in business. And then we can actually test the original soundboard. I've got so many soundboards. Okay, this is the original one that was in there. This is the one I found in my stash that is really unknown. Let's check out the manual. Might as well do it live, because why not? Alright, let's see what we got. It is nice to have the original manual. Sometimes a PDF version is very convenient, though. Let's see what we got for melody option. Here we go. This game is designed to play melodies to announce power-up, credit. Some tunes are adjustable by switch 8. Power-up, coin, credit button, game over. Full melody or 2 tones only. So we want full melody, right? So switch 8 on. If you want, I think switch 8 is what we want on. Is there any other sound options? Credit, match, extra ball, outlane, target, extra ball, alternation, special. No. That's it. Just switch 8. There's got to be more. Let's see here. I won't bore you much longer with reading the manual. Something we try not to do here on Pinball Shenanigans. Spinner, thumper bumpers, return lanes, outlane, slingshot. This is kind of like just the rules, collect bonus. Alright. Playfield, post adjustments, back box game adjustments. What do we got here? Oh, melody. Okay, we're on to something. The switches contained in 416 lead packages numbered blah 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 for easy identification. The blah blah, turn off power before making adjustments. But I saw the word melody here. Special award and melody are selectable by means of switches. MPU switch assignment, tone melody, switch 8. That is about all I see. Okay. I guess I'm going to flick switch 8 and hope that magic happens. Get it? Magic, pun intended. Haha. Okay, this looks like bad news. Switch 8 is on already. This is switch 8 here. So that might not be the issue. So I'm gonna have to dig a little deeper than just flicking a switch. When I know everything works, that's the issue. Soundboard works, cables are new, CPU's new, the speaker I tested, and even when you turn the machine on and off, you can hear it clicking and clacking. Let's see. Maybe it's when I turn it off. But the volume pot works because when I first got that awful squelch, I was able to adjust it up and down. So let's turn off the machine. No, I'm not getting any squelch this time. Okay, so no magic happened in terms of flicking a switch and getting sound. That would have been nice, but it's gonna be something else, I guess. So I will putter around, change some slingshots, think about sound, and I will be back. Okay, here's what we got. Slingshot on the right, incorrect. Plunger and link, that's for a flipper. This spring is mangled. And this Slingshot on the left. The fin is broken off. This tape was what was on there. This piece just fell off because it's missing the C-clip. And these parts are actually original. We got one incorrect screw to secure the base. Oh, these are the proper screws, of which I am missing 2 of the 6. I've got the proper screws for the brackets here, and I am missing 1 coil stop screw as well. So somebody's had their little fingers in here, obviously, and lost some parts. So I'm going to try and remedy all of that, and yeah, get the Slingshots all happy. I'll change these coil sleeves as well, because they never have been. And maybe I'll bring these brackets over to the sink, try and clean these up a little bit as well. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Alright, all these parts are going for a bath, except for the sleeves. These are what were in there. And actually someone did change with the one sleeve at one point. This one looks pretty original, but I should be able to clean this stuff up pretty good and then get her installed. Alright, got some new sleeves, got these parts cleaned up. They're looking a lot better. Now I'm going to go clean up the coils, and I got me some extra screws, so should be good to go. Okay, let's add this to the list. This wire broke off. It is pretty, this is what it looks like, all nice up here. Pretty friggin' nasty when you get down here. I don't know what all that is. And very brittle too, so I gave myself some slack. Someone has zip tied this up, and I'll cut off some of the nasty wire and attach it with a nice fresh cut. Alright, we're done with the Slingshots. We just got to test them out. I found this in my pile of parts, from which I stole a screw and nut, the actual original style, for the one that was missing on that bracket. This is the excess wire I cut off. It was brittle and nasty. And I did the same on the other sling as well, because it was also somewhat similar. So I will throw out this piece, and I can actually use this plunger and link and attach it to this guy here, and I can have one good spare Slingshot bracket, and even a spare bracket, this part here. So not all of this is garbage, these guys are, but, and then I have even the washer. This is part of the old coil sleeve, that's garbage, and that's garbage, and even this screw, I don't like it, garbage. Alright, so this is the finished product. No more missing parts or incorrect parts or broken parts, and wiring and sleeves and coils tidied up and everything. So let's put the Playfield down and see if these things function. Alright, let's start by playing the old-fashioned way, and then we'll test it by hand. Hopefully I don't land in any of these gobble holes. New plunger works fine. Oh, look at this. Why did that happen? How's the pitch of my machine? I am on my coasters, and these aren't jacked up very much, so I'm going to chalk that up to the pitch of my machine being very shallow. I like to have it a lot steeper, but I've got ceiling issues. When I wheel this machine over to the other side, I've got this height to factor in, and if I have those leg levelers up higher, I won't be able to roll it through. So I will deal with that later. But in the meanwhile, let's see if the Slingshots work. Wait a minute. Oh, spinner. Oh, look at that.
Nice and responsive. Boom. Oh, almost got the gobble hole. Boom. Those are working great. Wow. Okay. Well, that just happened. Okay, so I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but I feel like something to do with the sound board or sound circuitry crashed the CPU. I have a feeling if I unplug that soundboard that would not happen again. Interesting. So I'm going to have to figure out what the heck just happened there, but slingshots work. Okay, I've disconnected the soundboard completely. It is no longer involved. So for fun, let's just try this again. Oh yeah, of course, of course. One-handed is never the best idea. But, whoa, that took a slight diversion. Let's just test these guys out by hand. So my adjustments on the switches are great. These guys are slinging very well. I'm happy with that. And no CPU crashing. Don't go in the gobble hole. Hey! Okay, I'm gonna call it a night. That's all I've got time for. A couple slingshots and a sound crash. Not a whole lot of progress, but you know, pluck away at it one thing at a time. I think next time we'll deal with the drop targets. I'll investigate a little more about the sound issue, and I'll reflow a couple displays, get them all happy. But that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Well, just about to wrap it up for the night, and look who shows up.
Does that bowl need to be filled up?
Yeah, we gotta fill up. Oh, look, Eli's coming to investigate.
Like, that's my food.
Yeah. Don't worry, Eli. We'll get you both some more food. Hanky.
Can you take him to his bowl in the kitchen? I have a plate out for him.